Hello, Goon Day, everyone. Goon Day, Goon Evening. Hope you've all been doing well, and I hope you brought some suggestions for today. Because, well, I'll be taking on requests. So, wait, that wasn't my... Where's my pen? Oh, there it is. Hello. Hello there. Mayo-san, Edge, Nate, Quartzrick, Maho, James Beans, Cardboard 007. Hello. How's my throat? My throat's okay. I'm feeling very sleepy right now, which is why I probably sound different. I think I got a decent amount of sleep last night, but I just had dinner, so I'm very sleepy. Well, I just had that dinner a while ago, but yeah, very sleepy. Oh, you'd give us requests that we draw alongside you. Oh, no, well, I mean, not really, but if you wanna do that, we can. And Kliski, hello, welcome to the stream. So, I was kind of hoping for prompts from you guys, but if you want prompts too, and then we both draw it, that works, you know? Do you want to do that? I don't mind. Thing is, I have to figure out what to draw. I didn't really think about that. We can start simple. Good with big naturals. Oh my god. Dragoons in armor. We just say request in chat. Yeah, you could just throw requests in chat. You don't have to really do anything. Admyra in wyvern form. Oh, that's also an interesting thing. Starting out big. My god. I was gonna start easy, because if you guys are also gonna draw it too, if ever. I mean, you know. Do you really wanna see that though? Are we gonna an answer goon? Oh my god. Are we really gonna draw furries? Are we gonna draw scalies today? Hot scalies? Is that what this stream is? You want more of like that dust buddy, that dust baddie, that yes? At least allow me to warm up. My god. Okay. Hang up. Okay. You know what? Sure, we could do that. You drew the just baddie. What do you goon member look like? If boss is a baddie, we a baddie too. Scalies, huh? Well, I have no experience in drawing those. Let's see how bad it can. Argonian, basically. At least allow me to do some warm-up. So, I don't know, there's a lot of, well, Silk Song going around, right? I was thinking of just doing something real quick and simple. Like with the the Hornet with the shoes, the fancy sneakers, you know. That's what I wanted to warm up with, but you guys are throwing me into the deep end already. God damn it! The moment I reveal that I have this power to draw some crazy furry stuff, y'all honing in on it. Perhaps goons are the actual furries here, you know. And I'm just genuinely surprised, honestly. Hornet with ass? No. I've seen art like that, but I am not going to be the one creating art like that. Hornet is cute. Okay? I am not going to draw goon art of Hornet. I have my limits, guys. I have my limits. I'm literally a lizard, Your Honor. Oh my god. Goons with some sick J's. Oh god. I'm actually really bad at drawing shoes. Did I ever tell you guys that? Anything related to feet, be it shoes, be it toes, be it the feet themselves, I'm really bad at it. Like, I'm just lucky that the thing I drew, was it the other day, was decent. You know, that it looked decently well. But yeah, I don't know. The shape of shoes and of feet is just very complicated to me. It's probably because I've always spent most of my life just drawing only the upper half. You see, I'm more of a booba kind of lady. Not really the bottom half, so yeah. Okay, but let's warm up with this for now, shall we? Just gonna draw the Hornet with the J's. Oh wait, no, aren't Hornet's eyes much farther apart like this? If I'm not mistaken. 𝓡𝓾𝓵𝓬𝓲𝓪𝓵𝓼. あ、はい、そうです。ホーネットさん。ホロナイトの、ホーネットさん。シルクソング。そうです。はい。So yeah, Hornet from Silk Song. よし。And then, baseball drawing the Hollow Knight Silk Song protagonist. At least it's not Air Treks from Air Gear. Oh, Air Gear. I haven't heard that in a while. What's so wrong with those? There's nothing wrong with those, is there? Also, Silk Song has taken over my life. The game just keeps getting bigger. I've heard that this may be a bit of a minor spoiler. That there's just a lot you can do in the game. You could really, like, you could finish it with like missing out on a lot of stuff, apparently. So it's quite interesting, you know? So if anyone ever like 100% or 100+% completes it, I would like to see what that person has been up to in the game, you know? Maybe like Signalis. I've played Signalis, and unfortunately, I couldn't really get into it. Like, I love third-person horror games. Like, Silent Hill is one of my favorite games ever. But there was something about it that I didn't quite like. It's related to the combat, I think. The combat and the exploration. By no means is it a bad game. It's beautiful, but I just don't think I could get into it, unfortunately. There is that one other third-person horror game that's coming out eventually that I'm looking out for. I forget what it's called. It's a rather long title that I think might start with a P, but supposedly you can swap through many different camera POVs with it. So both first person, isometric, top down. I forgot what the other POVs were, but it looked very interesting to me. So, you know what? Why don't I actually try and draw some decent shoes? I'm gonna need some references though. Sure! Sure! Pies of Lee? I don't think that's it. Everywhere I go, I see Silk art. It's not just Silk Song, but I heard Lies of P series is taking over. Ah, that's good. Like, I've heard the game is good. I've only tried the beginning of it, but it's apparently it picks up a lot on story, from what I've heard. So wait, hang on. What are J's? I'm not the most educated when it comes to shoes and like branded shoe brands. Where are the J's from, my fellow hip and young kids? What brand are they? Air Jordans. Oh, okay, thank you. And let me... Air Jordans. There we go. Beautiful. Which color do I want to give? Red? I feel... Or maybe just white. Can we get some Air Jordans in white? I need a front view. Air Jordans white front. That... I guess? Are these? Mid-fog gray. Hold up. How the hell do you draw these? What the helly? Alright, so... Hang on, I need to sculpt out the shape of this thing. So there's the upper half. Why is it so round? And then... Okay, we've got like a bit of a side view there. So like this. And then there's like the actual bottom half of it. Like that. Right? Oh god. You know, one very difficult thing about art streams is that it's just hard to interact with chat because, you know, I'm so busy drawing. Maybe I should have implemented like a TTS kind of deal, but at the same time, I don't know if I'd want TTS yapping in my ear all the time. And then there's like a upper half here. It's kind of like this, right? And then where does it go? Huh? Eh? Drawing shoes hard. Maybe I need to make it flatter like this. Okay. And then the shoe. Oh, I'm gonna spend a lot of time on the shoe alone. Okay, I don't think this is 100% accurate, but you know what? It's okay. We ball. It's fine. Besides, it's going on a small creature. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then... I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's just pretend. This is supposed to be a warm-up. Yeah, it's supposed to be a warm-up. I need to relax. I need to relax, man. Okay, so like this. And then like there's like a thing here. Like that. I think. And then just okay. And then shoes are so hard to draw. My hat goes out to all of the Splatoon artists who draw amazing shoes. Like, how the hell do you do that? I don't get it. Who else is really good at drawing shoes? Sonic artists, Splatoon artists. Anyone else? No. People who draw really good shoes. Can't really think of any right now. Maybe I need to... There we go. Let's make it scale down a bit. Okay, and I'm gonna go check on chat. What are you guys talking about? Goth artists with detailed boots. I know of a specific artist, but I don't care how to describe them aside from maybe being a sneakerhead. Sneakerheads? Oh yeah, the Among Us drip. Oh, that's true. I don't blame you when it comes to our streams. Artists are hyper-focused. Either hyper-focused or just not focused at all and just not drawing. There's no in between. There really is no in between. You can't do anything about it, you know? Okay. So, like this. And then like that. And then like this. Dang. Didn't expect to be drawing shoes today. But it's good practice. Draw stuff you don't like drawing so that you can practice. It's important. And I guess, yeah, making the shoes a bit flatter makes them look a bit more real-ish. Kinda. Oops. Alright, and then let's just quickly line this thing. Okay, let's erase a little bit of that in the center. And then what's over here? Okay. How am I supposed to illustrate this? By the way, I'm just curious. How many of you here have either at least played or are a fan of Kingdom Hearts? I'm just wondering how large the Kingdom Hearts fan population is. Because I have a feeling it's very popular. I just don't hear people really talking about it as much as like other game franchises. I know it's been a while since like whatever last release, but like, you know, there are some games that people just talk about constantly, you know what I mean? So I'm just wondering, where are the Kingdom Hearts heads? Okay, let's see what are people saying in chat. Let me scroll up. Only played Birth by Sleep? Wait, Birth Chain of Memory. Wait, what? Just saw people play them. Granted, 3 has been a cliffhanger. Oh, was never able to grab it in the PS2 days, but I have all of it on Steam now. Oh, that's nice. Unfortunately, yes. Does 100% Kingdom Hearts 1 count? I think so. Also, hello there, Isaac. Welcome, welcome. Only played Chain of Memories and Birth by Sleep. Oh, I played Dream Drop Distance. That's about... I see. Because, like... maybe it's not as popular as I thought it was. Or I could be mistaken. I'm not really sure. But, you know, I mean, it's a Disney IP, right? You'd think a lot more people would be talking about it. But then again, I heard that Disney barely talks about it themselves. So, I don't know. It's a pretty epic IP, if you ask me, you know? And lots of cool characters and cool things. Keyblades are cool, right? So, yeah. I wonder if that game will ever see a surge of popularity. Wait, aren't they already making 4? Is 4 out? I forget. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Because like the last Kingdom Hearts I ever touched was probably either 2 or... God, what's the one on the Game Boy? But I never completed it, though, is the thing. Ay. So, although I've tried the game, and I think the gameplay is pretty fun, I've never really finished it. It's still in development. Oh, Disney has gone to the crapper, which is with how they haven't released a good movie in a long time. It's in production, I think. Keyblade's been used the blunt side instead of the tip like an axe. Oh. I can't wait to fight Heartless in Tokyo! True! Very true! You get to fight them in real life. That's crazy. They crossed the boundary. Maybe that's why nothing makes sense, because they're freaking dimension traveling. Kingdom Hearts never made sense, man. Like, even though, yeah, I've barely played it, and I've watched some people try to, like, encapsulate and document the whole history of the events of the games, it still doesn't make any sense to me. All I know is that Sora has, or is, become 3 people? Well, technically not people, Heartless and whatnot, right? But like, that's all I have to say. Ay. But yeah, it's certainly also an aesthetic. When you walk away, you know, it's very 2000s. So if you ever feel like you want to travel back in time, just listen to the OST. And also just the game's really fun. If you can find it or get it, go get it. I am always an avid fan of collecting the original version, because in general, I think most remasters tend to not look great compared to the original, except for in terms of like texture quality, right? But like usually art direction kind of goes out the window, in my opinion. Like for example, Final Fantasy X remaster doesn't look very good, especially compared to the original. The original looks so pretty, which is why I would like to get the original for my PS2 if ever. But that will probably be a while. I haven't really dedicated any time to hunting old game CDs, not ROMs. I don't do that anymore. Okay, let me just... Oh, yeah, right. I haven't saved this. Let me just save this. Public requests. There we go. Very cool. Gauge 148 over 2 days. I am not entirely sure, but the Roxas game. Hello there, Goose. Hello there, Flames. Welcome to the stream. I never played any Kingdom Hearts games, except I only saw gameplay back in like 2017 or 2018. Also, know some of the characters, and also know that Sora is in Smash Bros. As the DLC character. True. Excuse you. Thank you. I travel back in time by playing 10. So true. AMV Core! Yes! AMV Core! You love to see it. My theory, KH4 might relate to the game The World Ends With You. That would be insane. That would be like insane in a good way. Cause 𝓡𝓾𝓵 is a cool game. Again, I have not actually played the game, but like from secondhand experience, I know about it. So yeah. 𝓡𝓾𝓵 is also full of style. Why does it feel like, you know, a lot of stuff from the 2000s, although sometimes, you know, it can be a bit tacky, it has the sauce. You know what I mean? A lot of like games and media and whatnot had that sauce. And that applies for a lot of things. Like now a lot of things are, I guess you could say, aesthetically pleasing, you know, are pretty. But like, they don't have the same kind of aura. You know what I mean? Do you feel me? If not, that's okay. I'm not really sure if I'm spewing nonsense, but like, I don't know. The sauce is still there with the Squid Kids. Okay, true though. You're not wrong. Modern stuff isn't aesthetic recently, not game related, but I want to point out Cracker Barrel example. What's happening at Cracker Barrel? I actually, what is Cracker Barrel? Are they like a general store? Because we don't have Cracker Barrel here, right? I have no idea what Cracker Barrel is all about. I know that there's a logo of like some old-timey looking guy on top of a barrel, but that's about it. Do they serve food? The oversimplified designs feel bland. I heard that there's a resurgence in non-flat design now. 2000 had the sauce because they had to work around hardware limitations. Nowadays they can be lazy. Ah, true. Oh, it's a restaurant? I had no idea it was a restaurant. You know, all I ever hear is the name, but I never hear people talk about the food. Biscuits and gravy? Well, I know that some people like biscuits and gravy, but I'm personally not a fan of biscuits and gravy. Interesting though. Flat design makes sense with apps, but not logos. It's a diner that gives a Western feel, but they modernize it to be too simple. It lost the you know, the intention, the intent. If you're meant to be like a Western diner, you gotta go all in. You can't just half-ass it. You gotta make them feel like you in a saloon, man. You know? My God. If you're themed, go all in, buddy. Cause like, if you try to chase the trends, you're gonna lose what makes you special. Yeah. You haven't had proper biscuits and gravy then? I mean, yeah, probably not. I've had the ones from Popeyes. And considering I'm currently based in the Philippines, that probably means we don't exactly know what a good biscuit and gravy is, I would imagine. They serve breakfast there? Oh, yeah, this is how I felt in Kingdom Hearts 3, because I said like KH promises Final Fantasy X Disney with original characters, but now we have no Final Fantasy folks, but just the KH gas yapping. Yeah, what happened to the trio of fairies that are Yuna, Riku, and Pain, huh? I love those girlies. The X10-2 represent. There it is. I drew shoes. They don't look the best, but it's probably also because they don't have any coloring. But yeah, sure. It's okay, you have Jollibee. What can I say? God, you know, it's really funny seeing how much every American that I see online love Jollibee. It's so funny to me. Like, I see VTubers tweet about like, man, I should have gotten Jollibee while I was over in blah 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 somewhere America. Or like, man, I love Jollibee so much. Can't wait to order it again. Like, bro, you know, cause like for us Filipinos, it's just like, you know, it's a childhood staple. But and yes, it is yummy. Like Jollibee is still my preferred fast food joint here, but like it's it's so funny to see it get international acclaim. Ay, ay, ay. We'll see. There's a rare dislike on Jollibee with CC and ghee. Oh, which fair how they feel, but the marinade was vinegar and dry spices. Huh? You know what? Normally you serve that with gravy, chicken joy and gravy, not chicken joy and vinegar. What did they get? Well, they need to try with the gravy, man. The closest Jollibee requires me to book a plane ticket. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I still prefer palabok of mang inasal. Oh, maybe I'll give that a try. Damn, what are those? The seasoning of the chicken. I don't think they use vinegar, or at least it's not a main ingredient in the chicken of Jollibee. It doesn't taste like it has vinegar in it. She said the gravy and chicken was bland. Maybe it's the branch, but like honestly, if they don't like it, that's okay. I remember there was a time where I didn't like Jollibee when I was younger. Also, didn't want to try gravy because it's too salty. Huh? They raved about the ube pie, which we don't have. I know, right? That's crazy. How come they get ube pie and we don't? Hello? Oh, we gotta catch up with the foreign branches. Sure. Sorry. I got distracted. Also, this just started because I've been seeing the memes of Hornet in these shoes going around, so I wanted to draw it. So yeah. Let me just clean up the sketch by changing the brightness and contrast, then convert brightness to opacity, change it to a normal layer. Voila, we have line art. Very cool. So speaking of foreign branches, did other people also have palabok there? You know, I'm not really sure. Oh, ube pie is it's pretty close to a purple yam. So like a sweet potato kind of, but it has a unique flavor. I cannot describe it in any other way aside from saying that it tastes like ube. So the only real way to try to understand what the flavor is to just try it. It's good. I like it. I like ube. I guess, yeah, the easiest way to try it would be at Jollibee or any place that serves like, what's it called? Ube drinks. So maybe like a cafe or a coffee shop or maybe even a milk tea place. However, if they serve you taro, that's different. That tastes different from ube. Purple taro is not the same as ube. She's a stick figure. What do you mean she's a stick figure? Huh? Does the foreign branch have tapsilog in the breakfast menu? Bro, I have no idea. Chat, does anyone know if foreign Jollibees have tapsilog? Tapsilog is like tapa itlog, which is egg and rice, which is basically like a basic Filipino breakfast thing. Let me see. Let me add some colors here. I'm not gonna color all of them, but just because, well, you know, Hornet is very simple to color. I'm just gonna throw some colors in like this. There you go. Okay, I'm satisfied. So that's the warm up. This is the warm up, fellas. Ta-da! We can just leave that be for now. All right, I'm gonna lock these layers. Okay, make another layer for sketching. Alright. Yes, the ones I've been to. Oh, okay. Very nice. Sinangag. Drip song. Crazy. Let me see. What was it? Right, we're gonna draw the goons, right? How am I gonna do this? Do this, oh god. Because, you know, we need an elongated skull, right? I need to look at a reptile skull. So let's look at like what is a long enough skull for this? I don't want one that's too long. Lizard skull. I was thinking like between a snake and the alligator. It's probably a bit too much. Wow, interesting. Do I want to use a lizard skull? I guess. So lizard skulls are kind of like this. It's actually very scary looking. I just kind of want to get the general shape. I'll do something a bit more rounded so it looks more friendly looking. So like this. And then the sockets. Hang on, they're like over here. Like that. Kind of big actually. So for the sake of stylization, I'm gonna move it lower so it looks cuter. And then... so we won't be able to see this eye much. It'll be suggested around there. Okay. And then here comes the anthropomorphic part. Which is where the human anatomy comes in. Okay. How realistic do I want to go here? I mean, right, you asked for big naturals, so I can't draw her flat. I can't draw it flat, right? How big we talking here? Now let's be reasonable, chat. Let's be reasonable, okay? Now I can go kind of big, but let's not go too crazy big now, you hear me? I guess we can draw the hat like somewhere like here, right? Like this. Does this make sense? I guess this kind of makes sense. And then like what am I doing? What am I doing? Do I really want to draw with a hat? You know what? Sure. Okay. Yeah, let's also add some ears around here. Oh god. Oh god. Where does the nostril go? Somewhere around here. Can't be a goon without the hat. I gotta say, when I originally said it, I meant a regular little goofy body with 2 beach balls glued on. Well, about the same size as Boss. It's like, hang on, it's like this, right? Something like that. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I guess we're doing it, huh? Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Can I even do this? Is this allowed? I guess so. But for the sake of YouTube, let's add some clothes on top, okay? We're not leaving them unclothed. Oh god. Why? Why not? Maid outfit. I was thinking more like a dress shirt, kinda, so that I can match with your suspenders, I suppose. Also, we could go with a slightly more slender looking neck. Like this. And then we've got the suspenders going over. Dear Lord. Dear Lord. And then you guys normally have a bow tie, right? So I guess we can like include that too. Hang on. Just an ape. Oh my god. Oh my god. Y'all. Y'all. And just for your information, I'll only be doing this to both only the goons and the dust baddie, because I know that Lan would be chill with it, but I am not going to do this to anyone else, okay? Just so we're clear. Just so that we're very clear on that regard. And I really don't think that either Fish or May would be very happy about it. Oh, God. Okay. Let's put that here. So a button, right? Like this. Mob boss goon? I don't think so. It's just a goon. At least I think it's just a goon. A very sharply dressed goon. Well, maybe a little more sloppily dressed. Chips would laugh. It should be in a coma. I can see that. Oh god. Ay ay ay. Wait, we gotta make the body, right? Like the waist would be something like that, right? Then so like where? Hang on. Woman in dress, shirt, suspenders. I need a reference. How high will the pants be? Sure, up to here. Why not? Let's erase this part here. And then need some like bunching of the shirt. Like that. And then let me see. I don't know how is this looking, fellas? Is this looking all right? I hope this is enough. I hope this is enough for you guys. Damn. Wait, what does undone bow tie look like? I need to how the hell do you tie these things? It looks like this. And then like that. Interesting. Okay. There we go. You know what? I'm gonna make everything go a little lower here. Then I think that's good. Okay. And then I don't know, I feel like rolled up sleeves here would be nice. And I'm going to hide the arms because I'm feeling lazy. So yeah. There we go. Oh god, you guys asked for this. Ay ay ay. Okay. Those are some decently big naturals, right? Right, chat? Right? I think they are. Let's put some buttons down. Alright, cool, I guess. Oh, hello there, Cookie. I'm a variety channel. So nice to meet you. I'm Admyra WyvernhART. But I also draw. And currently, I am drawing because my admirers, the fan base, want to see themselves as a hot anthro lizard babe. So there's that. Yeah. So I am entertaining them by doing so. Okay, and then also suspenders on this side, right? Okay, and then like that. Oh hell no! I don't want to be a hot lizard, babe. I can feel you holding yourself back, but I appreciate staying YouTube safe. Wow, really? You can tell. Okay, let's continue. What pen do I want to use? What about the liner pen? This one looks okay. And I'm gonna turn up the brightness on this one so I can see my liner a bit better. But yeah, would be very unwise to not have this be more YouTube friendly. So we're making it YouTube friendly. I don't think I'm holding myself back that much though. Wait, hang on. I have to look at a newsboy cap front images. Okay, that's a bit too front facing. This is not very helpful. Okay. Well, could be better, could be worse as a reference, so I'll take it. I'll take it. And then over here. You know what? I'll size down my line art a bit. There we go. And then I think that makes sense for lizard nose, does it? I guess so. Then for the eyes, I know that they tend to be not hooded or lidded, but wait, hang on. I need to look up, let's say, what kind of bearded dragon lizard images. Come here. Okay. Lizards are cute. Okay, let's make it like this. And then for the pupil, it can be big and round if I want. Let's make it like that. And then I guess some highlight can go over like here. Alright, cool. And then there tends to be like a darker outer ring. And then maybe around here, perhaps. I know that the goons tend to have fangs, so I'll like maybe include like just a little bit of suggestion of fang there. And then, right. I feel like I want to make her eyes look more hooded. So they're like this. Oh dear. What does the world come to? What am I doing, rather? Okay. And then from here, something like that. Then the ear. How do I want to make the ear? I can't really think of any particular way to make it look more realistic. So I'll just do it like this. Make it seem more like the spine sticking out. So maybe a bit more sharp, perhaps, something like that. And then, okay, rather than like that, maybe something more like this. There we go. My last few days here, and I'm leaving behind some furry art. What a way to go, you know? Oh man, what a way to go. That's crazy. You know what? I think it's a great way to go, though, to be honest. There we go. Maybe I'll make it even lower. Because, I don't know. Something like that. I'll try and make it look more lizard-like, because it looks almost like a I don't know right now. Like a... What's it called? More mammalian. I think it's something about the eyes, because they're more hooded. Probably. Okay, let me... I can't believe I'm searching this. 𝓡𝓾𝓵𝓮𝓼. Alright, show me. How am I supposed to make hot scaly lady? Oh dear. Okay. Don't be afraid of eyelashes, it seems. Okay. I think I'm on the right track. I guess I'm on the right track. I mean, I would like it to look more realistic. That's a dummy thick crocodile. Okay. Wait, you guys can't see this, can you? Thank goodness you can't. Okay. I was getting concerned. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh. I see. Very interesting. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the realistic looking references. Yeah, let's just stay there. Maybe like that, and then I need like a more top-down reference for these lizards. Because it might also be that the skull is too long. So maybe something more blunt, perhaps? Or maybe something more angular. Because they're very triangular shaped. Yeah, they're very triangular shaped. So if I make it short and blunt like this, and makes it look cute. I want a little more fierce. These bearded dragons are very cute, though. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong kind of creature. What about a Komodo dragon? Oh, that's a very long face. Wider face, too, actually. Interesting. I think it's also... Because I'm spreading out the eyes too much also. They need to be more in line with, well, the eye sockets and stuff, and then the rest of the face comes out like that. Like that, kinda. Basically. And then this kind of joins here. Wow, anatomy hard, guys. I guess I could also point the nostrils a bit more forward. And in this case, I think the ears should be way farther back. Oh dear. Ai yorimo isoyaka ni mienai kotoba de sasayaku hoshi kuzu darake no umi. Okay, so we got that. Let's draw the clothes. Actually, no, let's go ahead and draw like the hat. Not a very good or accurate hat, but it'll do. Right? It'll suffice for now. When I zoom back out, oh god. Wait. All the, you know, I shouldn't be, I'm not surprised, but I shouldn't feel so flabbergasted like this, because I mean, I should have expected this, honestly. So when I get to leave it up to you guys. To be fair, this is what I'm good at. So thank you for allowing me to showcase the stuff that I'm good at. Thank you, chat. This is great. This is great. Okay, and then for the rest of the neck over here. Right. Okay, and then let's draw this down here. You know what? Can make her look more badass by like, do I want to just add like a random scar going across? You know, I think that looks pretty sick to balance out the booba. Yeah, that she does look kind of badass, not gonna lie. Okay. And now the tension points here. Okay, what's going on in chat right now? I mean, I ain't complaining. Are we gonna get another dragon sketch? Wait, boss, are you happening to use Eva from MGS as a reference? No, I am not. She feels like those British bandits. Oh, mug you in the streets, hot and badass boss is cooking so good. Why, thank you. Much skill, such talent. Thank you, 𝓡𝓾𝓵𝓮𝓼. Thank you very, very much. Feeling you see Gex on a Gek. Her gas are flabbered. She looks like she would steal my heart and then my money. True. That goon seducing all the lady wyverns crazy. Also, Maggie Loon, hello. Con Admyra, hello. Are you trying to turn dragon into a woman? I heard that dragon was already selected as the hot what's it called? The dust baddie. So this will have to go to someone else. Or, you know, whichever one of you wants to be hot badass lady wyvern, you know. If you want to, by all means, go ahead. Okay. Whoa. Hello, Choco. Welcome to the stream. This is your first time here, no? As the title suggests, the requests are made by the audience, so I only have partial blame in this. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of people's first time meeting me. God, this is awful. Ay, ay, ay. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay. I'm WyvernhART. I do a lot of things, but today we are drawing user requests, and it just so happens that these requests are a little, you know, exciting, to say the least. Yeah. But for anyone curious, I have several years of illustrating experience, drawing various things. I'm not super versed in drawing furry stuff, despite what it may seem like. I've only drawn furries maybe like a handful of times throughout my entire career. But yeah, if they look good, then I'm happy. If you have any suggestions, then, you know, constructive critique is always welcome. Like if you have suggestions on the shape of the animal head to make them look more like an animal. I am the kind of person that if you are going to draw a furry, you gotta lock in and make them look a little bit more like their animal counterpart than just like a human head looking animal, you know, because it's not the same, you know. You gotta capture that animalistic characteristic, else it's just a person wearing like a mask, not even a fursuit. Because fursuits have love and care put into those things, guys. And a lot of money. Okay, let me... There we go. Alright. If you guys want me to shade this, I could. I don't know if I'll just leave it in black and white, though. Also, this reference that I'm looking at, it's a very dorky looking guy with the bow tie untied, but he's just staring straight at me and I feel very judged. Like he's laughing at me for drawing a scaly, you know? Even the references are laughing at me. Yes, the surprisingly rich furry community. And Boss calls us the furries. I mean, I am not the one making suggestions to put like whipped cream on the furry girl's feet, you know. I am simply the vehicle, I guess. I deliver. I put energy into the idea to have it delivered, you know. And you guys are the ones at the wheel right now, okay? So there's a difference. Who asked that? That's crazy. It was the day before. I'm not gonna say who, but someone in chat did. Okay, and I drew furry girl feet, and it's up on the Twitter if you're curious. You can see my Twitter from the what's it called? Yeah, what is it called? You can find my Twitter from the video description. Oh my god, I can't language anymore, guys. Hiya. Maybe I should just have more streams like this where I doodle random stuff, because if you guys give me some crazy ideas, it does seem to get attention. Oh god. Yeah. I would like to get into practicing illustration more someday. I do prefer drawing by myself offline because I get performance anxiety. So I don't feel comfortable looking at references on stream because I'm worried I'll show stuff that I shouldn't, you know? So yeah, that's why I normally prefer drawing offline, but maybe I could be persuaded to draw more online. You know, just a consideration. Performance anxiety, you know, when like you don't like the feeling of being watched while you work, so it makes you nervous. That's what I get when I'm drawing and like somebody's watching me. I mean, like, sure, maybe a big chunk of you might just be listening in, but you know, the fact that my stuff is visible, and not to mention at the mercy of the platform. So if I make a misstep, it's over. But yeah. Okay, so let's... Like, there's so much stuff I need to practice again. Just everything in general, honestly. Anatomy, clothing, shading, coloring. God, I was very active around 2019, 2020 in terms of art, but after VTubing, I haven't really gotten much of a... I haven't really let myself practice as much, unfortunately. Okay. There. As an aspiring artist, I die before letting someone see me attempt the same line 50 times. I know the feeling. I've been there. I guess streaming in general has built my confidence up a lot. So just generally practicing it. But yeah, you know what? It's totally valid to want to just draw by yourself. Because I think that drawing art is a very personal process. You are, in a way, showing your thought process while you are creating, and I'd say that makes it a pretty vulnerable art. So if you want to keep that mainly to yourself, I think that's totally okay. But if you ever do want to, you know, showcase how you do things, like if people ask you, hey, how do you draw this, that, definitely just practice. Practice getting comfortable in front of the screen. Maybe stream to like friends, like in a Discord or something. That's what a lot of people do, actually. And then, you know, yeah. Okay. Let's draw another line there. That makes sense. I'd watch Boster draw circles 75 times and I'd be happy about... You guys would probably laugh at me, honestly. They'll be like, no, rather than laugh, they'll be like, boss, ... Are you okay? And then they'd hear me just go, which, you know, it's a general, it's a common experience, I think, you know. Agonizing over art. Art is pain, but I keep coming back to it. So yeah, I may be a little bit of a masochist, just a little bit. Something about the straps does not look right to me, so I'm gonna make them sit a bit wider out on the shoulder. Okay, so I'm gonna erase it up to around here-ish, maybe? No, here. And then I'm gonna make them sit around here. Because, yeah, if you're gonna have suspenders, they don't really sit that close up your shoulders. So something around here, maybe. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. Okay. Alright, cool. I keep laughing when I scroll out, man. Oh god. What am I doing? What did you guys make me do? Like, it's kind of cool, but it's also kind of like, bruh. I'm kind of just going bro over here right now. Okay, now let's get another button over here, maybe. I think this button's a little too big, so I'm gonna size that down a bit. There we go. Very cool, very poggers. Then this suspender over here. I'm gonna have it rest around here, over here on the shoulder. Do I want to draw crease lines around where the thing rests atop the shoulder here and make it more realistic? But I'm lazy. I don't want to draw it. I'll just leave it. Okay. All right. It's not set to nudge. There we go. Okay, cool. And then here, erase. Very nice. Oof. I'm sitting at the edge of my chair. I'm supposed to be sitting closer to the inner part of it. By the way, aspiring artists and artists in the chat, please exercise your back muscles, okay? It's very important because if you're always slouching at your chair, you're gonna whatchamacallit, lose muscle mass and it'll hurt your back a lot. Trust me, if you start early, your back will hurt a lot less. It's very important. That's it. That's my TED talk. Artists in chat, draw with boss. Oh yeah, if you want to draw with me, feel free to. If not, you can also just sit and watch or sit and listen in while you do whatever it is that you're doing today. I think that applies to a lot of people who work at desk job. True. That is true, actually. Anyone with desk jobs, please exercise your backs. Don't be like me. I have all the more reason to exercise also because I have scoliosis. So, yeah, please do. Oh, Mighty Pork, thank you for the blue super chat. I really appreciate it. Oh, best boss ever. Aww. Why, thank you. I'm glad you think of me as the best boss. Brownie points for you. Keep that up. You might just get Employee of the Year. Not just of the month, but of the year. Okay, let's... Here is fine. I don't want to overthink this too much. And then, sure, why not, like, a few scales... A few suggested scales here and there. Oh, she really looks like she'd shank me. 10 out of 10. Just the vibe. The art, I'll give it like a 6 or 7 out of 10. But the vibe, 10 out of 10. I'm glad that I managed to capture the energy. Very good. Oh. We be lizard, not shrimp. True. You have to be lizards, not shrimp. Okay. I need to... Actually, maybe I'll move this up a bit. Like over here. So that when I draw... the pants... Maybe I should do some more clothing studies. You know, one of the general's kids who I'd been hanging out with recently, they've been doing a lot of clothing studies and their growth in terms of like improving their art has been fantastic. Like, you know, just doing studies off of pictures that they gather it's really good and I feel like I need to catch up. All right, here. Mhm. 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 You know what? I think this is good. There. And then just like a general band going around the hips here. And then let's have Donna. Yeah, let's put that there. And then some tight-ish pants, mayhaps. Following the crease of the body, kinda. Mm-hmm. I think that looks alright. Mm-hmm. Then thighs. Why does it feel like I'm using a different pen? Oh, it's just because I'm not pressing as hard, that's why. Mm-hmm. And then maybe some inner lines here and there. Mm-hmm. The loneliness, 너 없이 난 어깨가 심이가 또 말랐네. I can't stop the love. Just so you guys know, I'm not listening to any music except for the stuff that's playing now. I think my brain's just getting bored and needs some other form of entertainment other than listening to the same song on repeat. Okay, let me just hit save on that. Then also the bunched up sleeves. I think it would rest a little further out here now. Oh, the pen changes texture and orientation depending on which direction I'm drawing in. Oh, I did not realize this. Oisho. That's good enough. I don't really want to think about I don't want to think about it anymore. Yeah, I need to update my visual mental library of references because this does not look quite right to me. Also tail, I will give you guys tail. There you go. That's a tail. And let's just add like a few suggestions of scales there. There. Actually no, I'm not quite satisfied with that. So there. Okay. Do I want to shade it? Maybe. I'm new to drawing. I started earlier this year. I wanted to ask, do you have any tips for things or things that help you improve or learn? Everyone has a different method of improving their art. So, of course, studies. So looking at images and learning how to break them down and then recreating them is one way to do it. Some people do them in batch studies. What other people do is they'll try to apply it the best they can into a finished piece. I did that a lot because it was a lot less boring for me. Like, I do think batch studies are easier, but they are a bit more boring. So it's really up to you. Figure out and test things and find what you're comfortable with. And then aside from that, also doing stuff like studying speed paints is also another great way to do that. Also, I just converted this into line art. So, boom. All right, very nice. Let's just deselect some other areas here. And aside from that, yeah, learning the fundamentals. So stuff about like how light and shadow work. There's plenty of tutorials on the internet about that. So you can focus on learning the fundamentals so you can break down other images and other studies from other people. And I'm pretty sure there would be some channels that also teach people how to break things down as well. Okay, how do I want to do this? Do I want to have like, do I want to do shading on this? I guess. I can't stop the loneliness. How do I want to do this though? What level am I at for? Okay, there. I guess I can block things out. I've always found I've never really gotten fully used to this method of. Wait, is this a multiply layer? No, it's not. I've never really gotten used to this method of carving out light. Oh, right. That's the way this pen works. Let me change it. What about this one? I don't really like that. How about this one? Sure. Why not? It dies at higher sizes. Oh, this one's good. I like this one. Okay. Very nice. I like pens that don't cry when I'm trying to draw with them at a higher size. Unfortunately, that's an issue with CSP. Something about memory leak or whatever. But yeah, it's not very fun to deal with. 'Cause I'm not even drawing on that big of a canvas, honestly. Okay, so we've got that. Then we've also got the snout. Trying to do some like hard shading and imagining where the light catches. If I'm gonna do like a top-down light thing. I've got things to try now. Thanks, boss. No problem, cardboard. I hope they help. Anytime. Happy to help. Okay, so let's put some light here and here. And then where else would the light catch? Shoulders, I guess, right? You know, it's funny. This drawing gives off a dark and moody tone, but the music's just so chill. And then my starting theme is like, and then it's just a chill art stream. I'm sorry about the dissonance, everyone. It was not intentional. I don't know, I just never really bothered to change the starting theme. I could, but at this point, you know, let's just keep it, right? It's very coolio, Don Julio. Why, thank you. So let me just block out some of the light from there. Then let me see. Where else am I gonna capture light here? Probably, yeah. Man. Looking at my own art though, I kind of wish I was more fluid with my work like the way that 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪𝓵𝓼 draws. Her art is very natural feeling. It's very nice. I don't know if you guys have seen her work yet, but if you haven't, please go check her out. Her artwork is amazing. But yeah, there's a certain smoothness of naturalness to her art that I aspire to reach one day. I don't know, I feel like my art's very... what's the word? Not super stiff, but there's a stiffness to it. You know? And I think it's just the way that she utilizes shapes that feels very natural to me, or very pleasing. Yeah, it feels her work feels very pleasing to the eye. As for mine, I don't know. I wanna include that there, I guess. So this is like the hard light, right? And then gotta fill these in. Great art she has indeed, but you do as well. Oh, thank you. Like, I'm not saying that my art is bad. Well, to be fair, art's subjective. What looks good for one person may look bad for another, but like, I feel like she has a higher level of expertise than I do, of mastery of her skill. You know what I mean? Okay, let me just... I'll fill this part in. Then over here... you know what? We can leave it with some hard shading. I don't think I want to go too crazy on this. Unless you guys ask me to, but... Let me see. What else? Where else do I want to catch the light? Catch the wave, 君と掴むようなただ歌うよ Catch the wave 僕を未来歩いて行こう That's a Miku song, by the way, if you didn't know. Every artist is their harshest critic. That's true. Gotcha to the different levels of expertise. I feel like I need to use this goon as the basis for my next D&D character. Please feel free to, actually, if you'd like. You want a wise, kraken, detective-looking wyvern dragonian or something? Be my guest. Please feel free to use her design. Like you can screenshot. You have my consent. Screenshot this and, you know, use it or like grab it from once I upload the thing to Twitter. You have my consent, guys. Be my guest. Hang on, where's the rest of... Gotta darken this part a bit. 10 out of 10 could beat me up. Thank you, boss. No problem. Sick. I got permission. I mean, I think it's fun. Like, also personally me, when I join my friends' or anyone else's D&D campaigns, like if I get invited, I will normally use just pictures I find on the internet unless I'm already very invested in my character, because usually stuff tends to either be like a one-shot or whatchamacallit. I don't know, I can't really come up with an idea for a character on my own, so I will like look to other characters and maybe base it around what I see of that character. So feel free to use this as your basis and or just direct image for your token. Okay. Just fill this in. But I would be curious as to how you use it, so let me know. I'd like to see what you guys come up with. You can pay me back by feeding my brain, you know, your ideas and your experiences. Yes, that is how you shall pay me. Okay, we gotta get the light on the booba. Yes. Yes. Wonderful. Okay. Around there. And maybe some here. Looking sick. From the way this light is looking, looks like it's coming from this direction. So maybe I'll have the light come down here. And then also here. There we go. And then I'm gonna go a whisper bard who's a reporter, political cartoonist for an underground newspaper. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Very nice. Very nice. I like the idea. Okay, now let's... I like the scar a bit. Alright. And then... So this area could use a bit more shadow here. Like that. No, I think I like leaving it like that. There we go. This thing is missing a bit of light. And then... let me see. Okay, so now I'm gonna do some like bounce lights to make the shadows not so harsh. So like this. And then from the bottom up also like that. And like that. And then like that. Actually over here would be lightest because it's like inside the ear. Am I doing this right? Something like that. And then... yeah, bounce lights from over here. And then maybe some reflective light for the eye. There we go. Maybe actually a little bit of light over it. That doesn't exactly work. Okay, how about this pen? Yeah, that works. Ooh, nice. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And then, you know what? Sure, let's do like a little paint over here. Just slight. Is there a slightly darker mid-tone I can grab here? I'm trying. Ooh. Yeah, that kind of works. Oh, I think I made that a little too messy. Now it's kind of hard to tell. Maybe like this. Yeah, that's okay. And then... like that. Okay, cool, but... I need to make the booba soft. I can't just leave it like this, guys. We can't just leave them like that. They need to look supple. Yeah. So I'm gonna do some shading over here. Don't mind me. So let me just do this. Where's the blend tool? Can I use this soft? Yeah, there we go. Maybe I should just blend all of this together so it's easier to blend these things onto one layer. Something like that, maybe? Mayhaps, perhaps, perchance. I think that... nah. I don't really know. How about like that? Is that okay? I think that's okay. Oh, wait. Can't forget. There we go. Yeah. And then stuff that'll make it seem more... what's the word? To highlight some spots or help with better focus is airbrushing some of this. I think we're gonna airbrush a bit more. Hang on. Remove some of that. Shape that a bit better. let's go up to here. Sure, why not? That's a bit too much, I think. Yeah, a bit too much, but I want to spread it out more evenly though. Like that. There we go. And a bit over here as well. We sure. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have gone with this as our second to the first idea because we don't have that much time left, guys. Oh no, there isn't that much time left to draw other things. But I guess at least you got this out of it, right? Hang on, I need to... Let's do the shading over here. Can I make it color like this? How does that look? Looks okay. It's also... How about over here? Yeah, I can make the line art a little less harsh too. Quality outweighed the quantity. For fun, we could give them a tattoo or something. I heart boss. Oh wait, one other thing. Let's add some different tone groups for like the pants, for example. You know, like make certain things darker or lighter so that it's not all just one monotonous color. Let me hang on. Okay, let's fill up this top part first. There we go. And then should be easier to fill in the rest. Yeah, let's do this here. Are Oh, right. Oh, there. Followed by... Let me see. Where is... Oh. That's no good. Gotta erase this bit here too. And then... Over here. Oh. And then also over here. I think I can just fill it like this. Yeah. Okay, that makes it easier. Here and here. Okay. Erase that bit. And then... Oh wait, oops, the other suspender. There. Let's fill that in. You know, let's fill in the hat also. I'm just gonna make my pen bigger. There we go. And then fill in the rest of the parts here. There we go. That's better. That button is hanging on for dear life. It is. I probably could have accentuated it better, but yeah, it is. Okay, so the problem with this is that if I do this, you're gonna start to see the color differences between whatchamacallit, the background and the thing I used to lighten it up. Nah, whatever. I'll just leave it like that. This is fine. It's a little dark, but actually we can lighten it up a bit more, right? Can I add glow on these layers? I can. I can indeed. And highlight the parts that I want to highlight. So around here, and here, and of course, over here. Like that. And also over here. Oops. And here. And then a little bit here. Hang on. Gotta select this area a bit better. There we... hang on. Remove some of that. There we go. Can just push the colors back a bit here. There. That's a bit too bright now that I'm looking at it again, but it's fine. I think I went a little overboard, so what I'm gonna do is copy this, Control Z all of that, get back to the base level, paste over it, clip it, and then just like set the opacity to a different... Yeah, there we go. So now it's a little less extreme, but it's still kind of there. Okay, there you go. Goon lady. Goon lady. Meant to represent you guys. I hope you like it. I think maybe one reason why I'm not super duper fond of my art is because I'd say there's quite a bit of realism in it. Because when I was younger, I tried to make my art look very hyper-realistic. Well, not very hyper-realistic, but more anime realistic. And sometimes it'll just look really funny because of that. And nowadays, I think I do try to go in a more stylized direction. But, I don't know. 11 out of 10, 10 out of 10, love it. Thank you. I like your goon lady way more than mine. Oh, wait. I can't wait to see what you guys post. Make sure to put it in the art tag so I can see it. I'm gonna check afterwards. Or if you don't want to put it on Twitter, you can put it on the Discord if you would prefer. Okay, excuse me. Which brush was I using earlier? Was it heavy chalk? I think it was heavy chalk because I want to like block in some light here. There we go. Oh, but then I'm gonna have to block in the rest of the light here as well. Okay. Good enough. Alright, cool. There's a definite Addy sound. Well, thank you. My actual boss is in the adjacent office. How's it looking? Me, marvelous. What would you name her? I don't know. Jeez, I mean, she's just another goon. Yes, boss. What do you want me to do today, boss? It's just that kind of goon, you know? Excuse me. Ay. So, I don't know. She doesn't really have a name. If you want to name her, go ahead. Okay, now let's go with some silly, stupid suggestions. What else do you guys want me to draw? Any other suggestions, chat? I would greatly appreciate your input. Input on the ideas. Yes. Don't mind me. I'm just fixing up the booba a little bit. There we go. So you're saying there's more goons like this? Addy Wyvern? Empreg Goo! Oh my god. A goon being stun locked? She's like 5 goons tall. That's pretty tall. You guys are like either like 1.5 feet or 2 feet tall. So 10 feet tall? That's pretty tall if you ask me. You guys wanna know what I look like when I'm a wyvern, when I like in my big wyvern form? So like I'm like absolutely ginormous with big scary teeth, right? And then I've got somewhat similar to you guys, the ears, but cooler. Yeah, my ears are way cooler than yours. And then I've got, you know, like this. And then I've got horns too. I've got horns. And then big scary eyes. Yeah, like super scary. Hang on, give me a second. Like this. And and then I've got a big scary forked tongue. Oh, so scary. And then what else? And then I got a really long neck. And then let me see. It's a big long neck, right? Hang on, I'm having a hard time drawing my big long neck. Maybe like there we go. Hang on. And then hang on. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. This is, I'm gonna swap pens. Which pen do I want to use? What about this one? This one looks okay. And then I've got like my scale pattern over here, right? Do I want scale pattern over here? I don't really know. And then hang on. I've got like this. And then I need to go back to the bigger brush again. And then for the my arms, right? So hang on. And then it's like the just so you know, I've never really drawn my full wyvern form before, so I'm not super sure how to demonstrate it to you all, but I am trying my best, that is for certain. Okay, hang on. And then I got big scary claws, you know, scariest claws ever. Let me see. She has no will. You do realize that reptiles do not have booba, right? We don't need it. Okay, we don't need booba. There's no point. And then I also have like, so like inner bones inside of my wings, like this, right? And then like that. And then connects like there. And then, you know, the same on the other side. Just pretend that I drew it, okay? Then let me see. What's next? How do I do this? Hang on. Okay, so we've got like scales and stuff, right? And then let me see. Hang on. Wait. Oh. There's a point. All right. What the frick? What the helly? What in the helly, you guys? Let me see. And then I feel like I need more. I've got spikes. Yeah. I've got big scary spikes. I think I'm just throwing in everything at this point. I mean, this is what I totally look like anyway, so you know. Yeah. And then let me see. Uh, and then, this is kind of hard, guys. I didn't realize that drawing my magnificent form would be so difficult. It's quite difficult, in fact. Okay, so then like the wings also go up here, and then like my big strong legs full of muscle, you know, like that. And then and then a big long tail at the back. And then hang on. With like a big spiky thing over there at the end. Yeah. I guess that's it. I guess that's the best way I can put it for now. Hang on, wait, no, my upper body is a bit bulkier. Like this. And then I have a longer neck for sure. Fur. Okay, there. Absolute unit. That's the best way I can put it, I think. Yeah. I like the out of place dripped out Hornet. Thank you, checkers. Oh, the 3D lower body with the more 2D. You're right. You're right, actually. I didn't really think it through that much, but also, you know, let's. Okay, wait. Yeah, I like this length of neck. There. Okay, there we go. Where are the booba? There are no booba! Stop asking for booba! The head might need more high definition. I didn't really think it through, okay? It's just leave it be. Ay. Yeah, the broadness translated from the big booba. Yes. Exactly. That is it. That is What is this canvas? It was impromptu sketch, still cool. Why, thank you. Thank you very much. It's just really hard to capture my magnificence on paper, you know, that's all. Now let me see. Booba is not allowed on wyverns. Thank you. Any other requests? Perhaps not dragon or wyvern related? The canvas actually looks so good, TBH. Thank you. You know what? Since we're already here, I'm gonna shade a bit of Hornet already, because why not? Ay. So, like for Hornet, okay, but now I kind of see the goon girl as boss in between. Me? A goon? Never, except when I'm working for the evil overlord. But me a goon? Never. No, not me. No. Ay. But maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Oh, Lan? Lan is in here? Wait, Lan. Oh my god, Lan. God damn. Oh, you saw it? You saw this? It's the goon. It's after seeing your just baddie. They wanted their own baddie form as well. Goons look like that. Yes! Oh my god. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Lan. Thank you, Miss Addie. You're really good at drawing furries. I noticed. This is probably the 8th time I've drawn a furry in my lifetime, and I'm not kidding. I normally do not draw them, I swear. I promise. Even if I go through my folders, there probably isn't that many. There isn't that much furry art. 8th time? Profit now, marketing! Oh god. Very business-minded today, I see, Lan. How many furry commissions have I taken? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are like 4 completed ones, and then a few others that just didn't push through, I think. But yeah. And then there was one that I drew for a friend as a joke, but they really liked it. And then what else? What other furries have I drawn? And if you're wondering, yes, some of those commissions were NSFW furry commissions. So I have indeed interacted with the wealthy few. Well, I mean, no, they're just like ordinary people who have furry characters, not the strangely, suspiciously rich, you know? So don't worry about it. 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪𝓵𝓼 is full of talents we did not know of. Today I bring you scaly art. Tomorrow, who knows? You'll never know. I'll always keep you guys on your toes. Oh my god. But regardless, I hope you enjoy it. Whether it be humanoid or furries or scalies. If you enjoy my art, then I am happy. That is all. And this is dripped out Hornet. Oh god. You know, of all the people who came to the stream, I'm so glad it's you, La. Like, cause I don't think May or Fish would have a safe reaction. I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like they'd have a heart attack if they saw the goon, you know? Whereas I think Lan would survive. Oh my god, they would scream. I would do that without the... Oh! Oh! I see. Well, well, did you? I'm kidding. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Or oh my goodness. Okay, moving on. Anyway, yeah, let's draw the shoes. Let's get those cast shadows over them. Like that. There we go. Yeah. Dripped out Hornet. Let's go. Like this. And then something like that. Like maybe more like this. Yeah. To better suggest the shape. And then I'm gonna airbrush it with some blue. And then airbrush it with some of this red. Like here. And then a slightly brighter color at the edges. More orangey. Needs to be more orangey. There. Actually, there would be no subsurface scattering like this on shoes, but for style points, we'll add it anyway. There we go. Those kicks are so fire. I would rob this Hornet. Oh no! Hornet, no! But I'm glad you like it. Thank you. I'm glad you think it looks cool. This was just our warm-up. I just wanted to warm up by drawing Hornet because everyone was suggesting goon with big naturals. Oh yes, draw the goon, draw sexy goon. I was like, guys, please let me warm up at least. And then I warmed up and then I drew it. Ay. We live in a society that loves big naturals. Ay. Okay, I think this is good. I just wanted to add a little bit of shading, not too much. I guess I can add some here as well. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm satisfied. All right. This thing over here. Let's set it to multiply linear burn. Let's go to linear burn. And then... Oh. Hang on, I don't want to get the other stuff. Maybe like this. There we go. And then this one, much lighter color here. There we go. That's better. Oh, except wait, you could kind of there, that's better. Okay. Loving this full view. Yes, what a beautiful view indeed. Many things to look at here. Many things to look at on this page. So many beautiful things in the world to draw. Indeed. Maybe I should just use the blur tool here instead of using blend. Oh, there we go. Actually, wait, I'm happy with that level of blending. But no. There we go. Like this, mayhaps. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Very cool. Very poggers, everyone. Oh, I need to stretch a little bit. Do we have any? It's a great society. Oh, we're warming up already. Goons are so down bad. Lan, you think that your dust baddies are freaks? No, the goons are freakier. They're just quiet about it. They're so quiet about it. Yeah, I need to stretch a bit more. Okay. I'm not a freak. That's what a freak would say. We have a welcome emoji for a reason too. We're innocent. In fairness, some of us are dust baddies. Ah, that's true. That is true. Shut up. Not wrong, boss. Well, okay, so I guess we can kind of wrap it up for there. Thank you for making the one big decision that led to some rather big naturals, I suppose. Do I have any other things I want to say or add? Aside from this stream, what's our last stream for this week again? I can't remember. It's... I have to check my schedule. Give me a moment. My schedule. I know I have one more stream before graduation stream. It's tomorrow is I teach you Tagalog. So I will teach you the language of the Philippines. Well, not of the whole entire Philippines, but of like the one that's commonly used anyway. So I hope you guys look forward to that. I will try my best to teach, because just so you know, I had terrible grades in Filipino class, so I probably don't remember anything. But I'll do my best. All right. What's up, Addy, everybody? Thank you again for the request. I'll post this when I end stream. Let's go raid into somebody. Who do we got today? Redirect. We have Hanakyo, Ryan. Oh, Hanihima! Oh, Hanihima streaming. She is a JP VTuber, but I think she streams mainly to an English audience. So she's JPE and she's from 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪𝓵𝓼. Who else? We've got Curie Killafault and WyvernhART. There's a lot of people live today. Why is that? Radiance is streaming. Renaf and Mir is streaming. I never raided into Hanihima before, so let's raid into her. All right. Oh, it's Addy, everyone. Remember to be kind, courteous, and on topic. You only need to say Addy raid once, and you only need to mention us if the streamer asks. Otherwise, please focus solely on Hani or Hima-san. I'm not sure. But also, please try to keep your English straightforward and clear, so it's easier for her to understand. I'm not quite sure what her English comfortability is at, but let's be considerate. Okay, that's Addy and bye, Lan. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you guys tomorrow again, and until then, adieu. Bye bye.